All right, so I don't know if you guys have been seeing the rumors, but supposedly Paul George might join the Golden State Warriors. Now, I guess the Los Angeles Clippers are not trying to pay him like a 4-year max extension. They're trying to offer him 3 years and like less money, but they might throw him the max. You never know. But Steph Curry might be getting some actual help in Golden State because, Klay Thompson used to be an absolute dog, but now, Klay, I just don't think he can play to that level anymore. But a guy like Paul George that can score the ball, I mean, this could be a nasty duo. Paul George is 33, I think 33, 34 years old, so they only have a couple seasons really to see if they can win a ring, but we're gonna see how this team could play out. I mean, with Kuminga coming up, they got Wiggins still, they got Green still, they got Chris Paul off the bench. I honestly think this would be nasty if Paul George joined the Golden State Warriors. I think this is he's like a perfect player to complement Steph Curry. Paul George can defend, and he still is a scorer at an elite level. I think Paul George's skill set is so underrated. I mean, bro, he's 6'8", and the way he can move, I mean, he can move like a guard. He could defend positions probably 1 through 4. I mean, Paul George gets a lot of hate for maybe not performing in the playoffs some years, but I mean, Paul George is one of the better players of this generation. So let's see if Paul George and Steph Curry can go on one more run and see if this Warriors team can get one or maybe even more NBA championships before Steph Curry and Draymond Green officially retire. And on another note, I don't know if you guys have seen this NBA draft class. No hate towards the players, congratulations to all of them for reaching their goals and dreams. It's really tough to get into the NBA, but this has got to be the most boring draft class I've ever seen in my life. The only player I feel with some real hype around his name is Rob Dillingham in the first round. I mean, I don't know, the guy that went first overall, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but no hate towards him. Hopefully they all turn out good. I'm not saying this is going to be a terrible draft class and none of these players are going to be in the league in 5 years. It's just so unhyped. I wasn't really excited to watch the draft at all. In the past years, we've had Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, James Wiseman, we had Paolo, Jabari, Chet, we had Ja Morant, Zion Williamson. I mean, this has got to be one of the worst just hyped draft classes I've seen in probably the past 10-15 years. I mean, that's probably the longest I could remember back to draft classes. So some people are hating on Bronny. Well, as the Warriors are 50 and 16, so they're doing really well, second in the Western Conference. But as I was saying, Bronny in this draft class is actually giving it some more hype than it is getting, deserves, I guess you could say, because he's the son of LeBron. So Bronny's actually adding some hype to the draft class. But I don't know, we'll see how this draft class plays out in real life. You never know, maybe it will be the best draft class of all time. We'll see once they start playing. But we're finishing out the first season. They are 58 and 20 right now, going to the last week of the season. They're 61 and 21. They just finished the season, and they still got the second seed in the West. I'm guessing the Thunder got the 1 seed. I mean, going 61 and 21 and getting the second seed is tough. Alexander Sarr winning the rookie of the year on the Washington Wizards. Luka winning the MVP, obviously. I mean, crazy stat line from Luka. Julius Randle winning the 6th man of the year. So with the addition of OG's still on the team, but they just re-signed him. And then the addition of Mikal Bridges, somehow, I guess they're not starting Julius Randle. That doesn't make much sense. But Victor won with the defensive player of the year. He always wins defensive player of the year in these sims. Zion most improved. Ja Morant clutch player of the year. Ja with a 30-point per game season. I feel a lot of people are forgetting about Ja and the Grizzlies. And yeah, the Thunder just went 69 and 13. Thunder's gonna be a problem next year, man. They might be my pick out of the West, my early pick out of the West. But like I was saying, people are forgetting about Ja Morant, guys. Ja Morant's a top 10 player in the NBA when healthy, no doubt. Or not healthy, but not suspended, you know what I mean? But this is what the All-NBA first team is looking like. Victor making the All-NBA first team over Embiid or Embiid. I mean, I guess that would be that other spot at the center. Jokic did make it. Let's see if Embiid's on the second team. He is. What did Embiid do this season? Embiid put up 28, 13. Okay, I mean, still a good season from Embiid. It's just Victor just got on because his defense, 25, 13. Yeah, he just got on because he played better defense. So what the All-NBA third team is looking like. All-NBA first defensive team. Let's check the All-NBA rookie team. Sarr, Carrington, Stephon Castle, Donovan Clingan, and who? All right, but the Golden State Warriors got the 2 seed. Who's in the play-in? The Rockets, the Jazz, the Nuggets, and the Clippers. So Paul George with a chance to play his old team. Oh wait, no, they were the 10 seed, so they couldn't even play them. But they do make the Clippers did make the playoffs anyway. Golden State's matching up against the Jazz. I mean, should be an easy first round series against the Utah Jazz, right? I mean, do not lose to the Utah Jazz, please. Did they make any additions? They got Jonathan Isaac. Yeah, no, there's no way they lose to this team. 3-1, 4-1. They do 4-1 the Utah Jazz. Steph Curry with 20 26 in the closeout game, PG with 15 in the closeout game. Let's see how they did throughout the games. Game 1, PG had 27, 8, 7, 4 steals. Curry with 15. Game 2, 22 from Curry, 19 from George. I'm just trying to see if, you know, any of them had like a 40+ point per game. Let's go to game 4 and check what they did. Steph Curry almost had 40. He had 36 in game 4, and then we obviously just saw game 5. So now we're matching up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Let's see how they play. They're already up 2-0, up 3-0. Is it going to be a clean sweep? Let's see. No, 3-1, 4-1. They close them out. They're on to the Western Conference Finals. Matching up against the Thunder. I mean, that was pretty expected, matching up against the Thunder. Thunder only lost 13 games all year, and that series is going to be a battle. Let's see how they did throughout these 5 games right here. Curry with a double-double, 31 and 10. PG with 29. Curry with 28. PG with 15. Game 2. Game 3, what they do? This is game 4, 28 or 18 and 13. Wow, Kuminga was the leading scorer of that game. Let's go check game 3. We accidentally skipped over that. PG with 18. Curry with 16. All right, so the whole team's playing well. It's not just PG and Steph. As OKC takes game 1, okay, game 2. I mean, that's expected. They're going to take the first 2 games at home. Let's see if Golden State could get back right here or on their home court. They do 2-1. All right, let's hop into the simcast. I mean, this is gonna be a close game or a close series with a lot of close games. Let's see if Golden State can make this series 2-2 or if they're gonna go down 3-1 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looks like they're going down 3-1. Yeah, they're going down 3-1. I did not mean to hit play game. Wanted to check the box score. What happened? PG with 26, Curry with 20. I mean, they're gonna need to drop more. Shea with 30, Chet with 23, 14, Jalen Williams with 21. They also added Andre Drummond and Derrick Jones Jr. over the offseason. I don't know why Giddey's still on the Thunder. He should be on the Bulls, and Caruso should be on the Thunder, but honestly probably not making that big of a difference. I mean it was a good trade, but is it really going to affect the championship? I don't know, but let's see if the Warriors can bounce back and force game 6. All right, close game going into the 4th quarter. Warriors trying to force a game 6. Gonna hop in and watch this final minute 22, see if the Warriors can close this game out and not get eliminated. They're up 4 points, but it is OKC's ball. PG wearing number 7, it just auto generated him that number. 13 must have not been available or something, but I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't even look bad on him. SGA with the ball though. Curry trying to guard SGA. I mean, Curry's kind of a mismatch against anyone on this team. Drummond with the dunk, and it's only a 2-point lead now. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, Steph Curry doesn't really match up against too many guys on this team just because Shea is like 6'6", so it's kind of a tough matchup for Steph. I was thinking they might put PG on him and then like switch Steph on to like Lou Dort. But Steph hits Podemski, and Podemski, or Podensky, however you say his last name, just hits a clutch 3-pointer, and they're up 5 points now, so it's looking very good for a game 6 right here. SGA with the ball down low, throwing to Andre Drummond, swinging to the Giddler himself, and Giddey pulling up for the fadeaway 3. P. Giddey with the jumper, and it's a 2-point game. The Warriors need to get a bucket here. Game is definitely not over. I mean, if they would have got a stop, the game would have been over, but now the Thunder just one stop, and they can either force an OT or win the game next possession. Curry with the ball, pull up 3 from deep, and he smacks it. I did not think he was gonna hit that shot. I'm not gonna lie, that was a deep 3 and fading, but it is Steph, so you know what I mean, you can never count Steph out. That's most likely the game. We're gonna send to the end. Hopefully the Thunder don't come back. Hopefully we get to watch another game. Yeah, they don't. J-Dub with 29, Shea with 22 and 12, Curry with 25, PG with 21. All right, we're on to the next game, on to game 6. This game's gonna be back in Golden State, and we're gonna be playing the Cavs if we win the championship. 2K glazes the Cavs way too much. They make the finals way too much in these simulations, but we do got a game 6, so I mean, if the Warriors make the finals, they are looking good for a ring. But you know, 2K, like I said, they kind of glaze the Thunder and the Cavs in these simulations, so you never know, we could get to the finals and get 4-0, but it looks like we're forcing a game 7. Yeah, we are up 12. The minute 18 is going to be a game 7. Let's see what they did in that game. Let's check the box score. Kuminga with 27, Curry with 19, 6 and 12, PG with 18, and let's get to game 7. Let's see if the Warriors can take down the 69 and 13 Oklahoma City Thunder. Not looking good at all right now. Yeah, it's not looking too good. 74-110. Yes, it's gonna be over. Warriors get bounced. They get embarrassed, to be honest. They just lost by like 40 points. Evan Mobley and SGA winning the Western and Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Let's see who wins this final series. Like I said, you know, the 2K glazes the Cavs are up 3-0 on the Thunder, which is insane. 4-1 the Thunder, and D Mitchell win the Finals MVP. Don't know if that would happen if the Thunder played the Cavs. A 4-1 is insane, but let's get to next season. All right, SGA, after choking the finals last year to Cleveland, wins the MVP. Ace Bailey, Rookie of the Year. Stephon Castle, 6th Man of the Year. Victor DPOY once again. Jordan Hawkins, Most Improved, and Ant winning the Clutch Player of the Year. The Thunder coach wins Coach of the Year again at 66 and 16. It was basically kind of like the same season this season. I'm not even gonna lie. Why is Jason Tatum on the Cleveland Cavaliers? Let's go check the Cavs roster. Do they still have Donovan Mitchell? They do not. It's Darius Garland, Naz Reid, Jason Tatum, Jared Allen. Okay, it's a completely different team. They just won the championship and they go out and get a completely different team almost. Not a completely different team, but like Mobley's not on there anymore. I don't know. Kind of weird, to be honest. Golden State with the 2 seed, though. Same thing basically happened, though, as I was saying last season. Golden State went like 60-22 or something like that, getting the 2 seed. And now they're matching up against the Houston Rockets. They dropped game 1. They do take game 2. I mean, they should get through this series, I would think, but they're down 3-1 to the Rockets. What is going on? Who's on the Rockets? Yeah, why? I mean, come on, guys. Like, we should not be losing. Like, we're letting Seguin go for 30 on us. We should not be losing. Kuminga just went for 45, PG 33, and we still lost. All right, what's going on, man? Like, could we lock in, please? 3-1. There's no way. I'm not gonna lie. We probably got this season and next season and maybe one more season after that for like a chance at the championship before these guys get too old. I mean, Steph's like 37. He's pushing 40 years old. It's 112 right now. 124, 117. So the Warriors just took a 7-point lead in like 3 minutes, and it looks like they're gonna pull away with another game and at least force another, like, or force a game 6. They do. Let's see who went off. These have been high scoring games. Curry with 40, Kuminga with 30, and Paul George with 17. All right, game 6. Let's see if they can get out of game 6. I mean, like I said, we got to get to this championship because it's not too many years left on this team that we have to win a championship. I mean, this team, you know, they're an older team. They're not one of these young teams. These guys are going to be retiring soon. It's going to be a close ending in this game 6. It's looking like it's a 4-point game, 7-point game. All right, I was going to hop in when it was a 4-point game, but yeah, there's no point now. This game's over. They're going to a game 7. I think it just said PG was the leading scorer for the Warriors. He was tied with the leading scorer, but he had 9 assists as well. All right, let's get to game 7, though. Game 7 is on the Warriors court, so we should not lose these. They are blowing them out early. 24-point lead already in the second quarter. They put up 44 points in the first quarter, I think, because they were up like 44-20, and there's only like 10 minutes left in the second, so they basically put up a 40-point second quarter. They go on and win, obviously. Paul George with 30 points, Curry with 23, Sengun with 28, 16, 6, 3, and 2. So Sengun was hooping all series, and now we got the Dallas Mavericks. I don't know if Kyrie's on the team or left over the offseason. No, Kyrie and Luka are still on this team, so let's see if the Warriors can get by them or if Kyrie and Luka are finally going to get back to the finals and win a ring. It does not look like Kyrie and Luka are going to do that, as they are down 3-2 now. No, they're forcing a game 7. All right, another game 7. Warriors are making these series way too close. Start of the fourth quarter, Warriors up 12 in game 7. They should get, yeah, they do get by them. Curry with a 28 and 14 game. Paul George with 24 points. Luka had 36. Cody Williams, who just got drafted tonight, is on the Mavericks now. He's just dropped 23 points. Kyrie with 20. Josh Hart left over last offseason and went to the Dallas Mavericks, or no, he got traded, it looks like. Yeah, New York, Dallas for the 25-26 season. And yeah, so the Warriors making the finals, and the OKC Thunder lost to the Pelicans. Okay, that's good for us. We should get to the finals now. I'm not gonna lie, we should not lose to the Pelicans. Yeah, we're up 3-0, 3-1. And why are the Nets and the Toronto Raptors in the Eastern Conference Finals? What's going on in the East? All right, we just won 4-1 though. Let's see what they did in game, or the closeout game. All right, good game from like everyone. 20 points from, or 20 plus points from 4 different guys. And now we got Toronto or Brooklyn. Okay, Toronto is like the same Toronto team in real life almost. The Nets have Donovan Mitchell and Cade Cunningham and Ace Bailey, who won Rookie of the Year. They have Buddy Hield, Nick Claxton. Okay, I mean, still wouldn't pick them over like the Knicks, you know, like the Sixers, the Celtics, but like, or the Bucks. Looks like the Celtics didn't even make the playoffs. Oh no, the Celtics don't even have Tatum anymore, so never mind. But like the Cavs, they beat the Cavs in a 7-game series, but we'll see. Let's see who we playing. I don't even know who won that. Toronto won. So we got a Warriors Raptors finals. This is the most random team to come out of the East, as the Warriors are up 2-1, 2-2 if we lose to this Raptors team. Okay, 3-2. Let's hop into Simcast and see if these guys can win their first ring together. Get Paul George his first ring and Curry number 5. And it looks like Steph's gonna get number 5, one away from Michael Jordan. If Steph Curry goes and gets another ring, or say like Paul George actually joins the Warriors and say somehow over the next like 4 or 5 years they get 2 rings, is Steph Curry in the GOAT debate? I don't know. He might be in the GOAT debate. 6 rings. I mean, I personally think Steph's underrated on like the greatest players of all time. I think Steph's like honestly like top 5 to 10 for me all time. I mean, the guy's changed the game, man. He's really just changed the way basketball has been played. He really innovated the game by himself, and he has accomplished a ton. He's broke the all-time 3 record. I mean, he's built the Golden State Warriors from really like nothing, you know, obviously with the help of, you know, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, guys like that. Obviously, you know, he had help, but I mean, he really turned the Warriors into a dynasty. SGA with back-to-back MVPs. Carlos Morales, I don't know who that is, to be honest with you, won Rookie of the Year. Zach Edey winning the 6th Man of the Year. Do you guys think Zach Edey is going to be good in the NBA? Wemby with the rookie, or the DPOY. I honestly cannot see that Zach Edey guy being good in the NBA. I mean, he's 7'4", right? I mean, like, he should be good, you would think. Like 7'4" and not being good at basketball is kind of crazy. But the OKC Thunder winning the rookie or coach of the year 3 years in a row. They had the best record. Steph or Paul George not making an All-NBA team again, it looks like. But hey, they're playing good basketball in Golden State. They got the 3 seed now, so they're digressing a little bit. Like I said was going to happen. You know, they're getting older. They're down 2-0 to the Jazz. I didn't think they were going to be 2-0 to the Jazz type of bad, but let's see. They're down 3-1 to the Jazz. Let's hop into this game. What is this? Game 3-1. This is game 5. Let's see if they can force a game 6. We've been down 3-1 before. You know, last year we won the championship and we went down 3-1. So it's not impossible. It's 3-2. All right, let's see now if they can force a game 7. This is going to be the toughest game because it's on Utah's home court. Game 7 will be on the Warriors' home court if they can force it, and they're going to force it. It just said PG dominated in the corner tweet. So yeah, I was going to see what he did. He dropped 37. So he definitely dominated. 8 for 9 from 3 as well. PG with a really good game. 3-3. Going into game 7, let's see what can happen. Can we make it out of the first round after going down 3-1 to the Jazz? We went down 3-1 in the first round last year, wasn't it, right? We went down 3-1 to the Rockets, I think it was, and we came all the way back. And I think that's what they're going to do again. Yeah, they're up like 20 points with a minute left. And I think it just said PG dropped 35. So PG with 37 in game 6 and then 35 in game 7 as they play the Dallas Mavericks once again. The Mavericks were the 3 seed last year and the Warriors were the 2 seeds. So the seeds have flipped. Let's see if that could help the Mavericks win or if the Warriors are going to take the series once again. They're up 3-1, 4-1. They move on to the Western Conference Finals. And Toronto is right back in the East Finals, and the Charlotte Hornets are in the East Finals as well. Now, that's the least expected thing. Like, them or the Pistons coming into the Eastern Conference Finals would probably be the most least expected thing. But if you're telling me in 3 years we're going to have a Raptors, Charlotte Hornets, Eastern Conference Finals, I'm calling you crazy. There's no way that's happening. But here we go. OKC versus Golden State. Let's see if SGA can finally go get this ring and kind of start taking over the league like he's supposed to. They do. They beat the Warriors 4-1. SGA with 28.4 points per game. Scotty Barnes winning the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Let's see if SGA can get his ring or if the Raptors are going to get it. The Thunder choke in the finals once again. SGA still won the finals MVP, but they choke. That is actually ridiculous. And just like that to end the season, Jimmy Butler retired on the Atlanta Hawks, but the main thing, Steph Curry just retired. So they did get 1 ring and Steph Curry retired. Shorter video than usual, but I mean, you know, this was a sim with only a couple seasons. So if you guys are new to the channel though, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Both helps the channel out a lot. Comment down below who you think the best rookie in the NBA draft class is going to be from this year, and I'll see you guys in the next one.